Nice to meet you. I'm Dr. Kim from Richgo.
Hello, I'm Kim Ki-won, Richgo.
Yes, you've probably heard the news, but the largest convention center in the northern part of Seoul is set to be built at Seoul Station. They're calling it COEX of the northern region.
That's right. Finally, COEX is coming to Seoul Station.
Yes, it really seems like the northern region is going to change a lot, so I thought we could discuss this.
Yes, news about such large-scale developments is actually a very important matter.
It's an opportunity.
So, if you look at the details, construction has already started. It's scheduled to be completed in 2029. It's not long now. So, this is the mixed-use development in the northern area of Seoul Station. So, it's going to be a maximum of 39 floors. They're planning to build 5 buildings right now. The job? Big? Yes. So, this place will have convention facilities, just like COEX, where they hold events, such. Yes. They're planning to have a convention facility that can accommodate 2,000 people, along with offices, hotels, service departments, all in one place. And they're planning to completely renovate Seoul Station, creating a plaza, a public relaxation area, and an underground transfer center.
Yes, I want to compare how the current Seoul Station will change with its existing appearance. Have you been there recently? Seoul Station.
Yeah, recently, when you go down to the provinces, you usually take the KTX or SRT from places like Suseo Station or Seoul Station.
Seoul Station has changed a lot, right?
But, to be honest, before the SRT, which represents Korea, was established, Seoul Station was the last major station representing Korea, right? But it's the best station in South Korea. And compared to that, I think it's actually a bit shabby.
But it's the title of Seoul, even exactly.
So, this is what Seoul Station currently looks like. Does this really impressive? No, it's not.
Why can't I remember that bridge? They've even set up a piano on the bridge. It crosses over Seoul Station, so you can play music there. Yes, that's right.
But it's not just going to be like this. How are they planning to change it? They're saying they're going to change it like this. Do you see the picture below?
It'll change into a new look.
So they're planning to completely move all the traffic underground and build a huge park. And all these kinds of buildings here. So this is basically a total transformation, a complete overhaul, literally. Here, they're saying they're going to restructure transfer system by putting the railway underground. So this is how it's going to change. And they're also going to create a large-scale park. If you look here, the road just stretches on right at Seoul Station. Looking at it like this, can't even tell there's a line here. Do you know what this is?
So the people working at Seoul Station must be really happy.
Yeah,
There are a lot of offices nearby.
that's right. So, this development happens, what will the area around here be like? They'll definitely receive a lot of amazing benefits. So, it's really going to be a complete transformation like this. You can take a look. So, I mentioned earlier that there will be 5 buildings, and out of those, 3 will be offices. In other words, it's a workspace. Then, 1 building will be an office tel. This will also serve as a workspace combined with residential areas. And one of the buildings will have a hotel. So, along with that, an international conference hall and exhibition center are being built on a very large scale. So, we also need to have retail facilities, which is why there will be commercial spaces built on the ground floor and the 3 floors below that, like COEX. That's right. And now, the scale of the project is about 2.5 trillion won, and the goal is to complete it by the first half of 2029.
When these positive factors are reflected to some extent, prices tend to go up. The real estate around here, has it already been somewhat reflected?
These plans have already been in place, but you need to know when this plan was announced. 2008. So it's been almost 20 years, about 16 years, since the construction is finally starting. A lot of people might think that when the government makes an announcement, it will happen right away, but it can actually take a lot longer than expected. However, this is finally coming to fruition. What's the scale of the project cost? It's 2.5 trillion. It's huge. Last time we filmed, we mentioned that HUG is losing almost 4 trillion won a year. That's almost 8 trillion over 2 years. So how many of these can we build?
Comparing it like that just makes me even more frustrated. When you compare it like that, it really hits home.
So, if this happens, the neighborhood will completely change. And it's not just about the neighborhood changing. What about when foreigners come to visit.
That's right. I think the image of Korea, especially Seoul, will change a lot, and people will probably get, right?
And what about ops for doing these kinds of things? Since construction has to happen, a lot of jobs are being created. I think it's totally fine to invest public funds into things that develop and improve our society. But even though we started with good intentions, we really need to think deeply about any potential issues that could arise from this. I think it's totally fine to do as much as we want. But even though we started with good intentions, I really hope we think deeply about any potential issues that could arise from this, maybe even 2 or 3 times. That's really a lot of money. When you compare it like this, that money feels really huge.
This is scheduled to be completed in 2029. The completion date is set, but it could change. However, this development project is definitely getting a lot of attention. Is there a reason it's getting so much attention?
Yes. The reason it's getting attention is that they've crafted a pretty convincing narrative. Now, it's a platform for transportation, a platform for innovation, and a platform for culture. So, we're going to turn Seoul Station into a global future platform. So, what I'm saying is that it's true that Seoul Station is a transportation hub.
That's right. That's right.
That's right. Because Line 1 is running right now. Line 4 also runs through it. The Gyeonggi Central Line runs through it. The Incheon International Airport Railroad also runs through it. The KTX also passes through here. That's right. But what's going to open up here on the 28th of this month? The GTX-A will be opening up. So, with the GTX-A opening up, it will later connect to the Shinansan line as well. So, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's really a key transportation hub, right? So, 7 rail lines are going to be established here. That's huge. And all these amazing facilities are going to come in. And what else is there? How far will it connect from the city center? How far will it connect? They're saying they want to create a seamless connection all the way to the Han River with the Seonnyung Park. We briefly saw it earlier, right? Should we take another look at the picture? You see this? This is Seonnyung Park. How far are they planning to extend this?
Han River?
Wow, this is great. So, where is this another opportunity?
Han River area.
That's right. The Han River area in Yongsan is also a significant opportunity. Because if you walk along these park paths, just think about how many people will be out for a stroll. And honestly, it's quite a walk to get to the Han River from here. Hold on a second. I think it will take about an hour. But honestly, I could walk it for exercise. I really think I would walk it too. They've made it so beautiful, and they're planning to create a seamless connection to the Han River with Seonnyung Park, aiming to implement a platform for innovation, and then focusing on preserving the historical and symbolic significance of Cultural Station 284. They want to create a cultural platform as well. So, with the establishment of pedestrian and green networks, the Seoul Station, Plaza, and Namsan isn't too far from here, right? So, they're planning to connect all the nearby areas, and Yogang Plaza set to transform into an open green park. Doesn't it look amazing?
Yes, it really is great. Actually, we set up meetings at COEX, but at Seoul Station, it's just a passageway, right? But if this development happens, I think Seoul Station will become a meeting place for people, and there will be a lot of development going on. That's right.
And when I think of Seoul Station, there's a key word that comes to mind. Do you have any ideas?
Seoul Station.
I have exactly 3 letters.
Seoul.
Homeless people.
Oh.
Oh, they're probably still around. So, if this development goes through, it will probably become an international attraction. It's a bit unfortunate, but I think we need to consider solutions for the homeless as well. Shouldn't we move forward with the project? It would be great if the government officials could manage those aspects well, especially with foreign tourists, in this wonderful place. And the development around Seoul Station won't be completed all at once by 2029. It will be carried out in stages. So, the underground railway construction set for 2033. It's in 2033. Complete underground railway construction. That won't happen right away. So, after this point, we will also push for the development above Seoul Station, aiming for the area to establish itself as a future platform, representing South Korea by 2046. That's the gist of it.
So, we'll be able to see the completed version around 2046. That's right.
Everything will be completed.
If we approach it from a real estate perspective, when do you think would be the right time to invest in Seoul Station, in your opinion, sir?
When looking at the timing, there are usually 3 stages in which real estate tends to rise. First, it tends to go up when good news is announced. The second one goes up once it starts construction. The third time it rises is when it's completed. Construction will positively impact the market, but the bad economy might delay effects. Long term, the neighborhood will transform. 2 scenarios: a sharp 2020 adjustment hitting bottom, or a drop with government policies to boost. 2026 could be the bottom, or extend to 2028 and 2029. Economic changes play a big role, but the neighborhood is going to change entirely. Thus, I see the current changes in the property market with 2 outcomes. One is a steep drop in late 2020, and if that drop is major, we could bottom out. Or it could fall, prompting government policies to boost it. It might also keep falling. Early 2026 could be the bottom, or it might extend to 2028 or 2029. Economic changes will affect plan delays. Keep these factors in mind. One thing is clear: the bottom could be early 2026 or later, up to 2029. Economic changes will affect these plans. Delays are possible. A total transformation is clear. Samseong Station is changing but was already well positioned. These plans can get delayed and pushed back, so it would be good to keep that in mind as well. But one thing is clear, right? When we say it's going to be a total transformation, it's like how Samsung Station is also undergoing a major change. But Samsung Station was already in a good place to begin with, right?
It's about starting with understanding.
But look at Seoul Station. Right now it looks like this, but if it changes to that, it's going to change completely. What is there? There isn't a lot of empty land in downtown Seoul, even in Yongsan. But there any empty land in Yongsan? Is there none? Yes, there is. There's empty land, Yongsan Station. So, as Yongsan and Seoul Station develop, in 5 to 10 years, we might see significant changes. Gangnam is great, but I think Yongsan is also promising. Developing the north will boost Seoul's economy.
Isn't the development in the northern part itself going to have a positive impact on Seoul's economy? I think tourists will like it too. Today, we talked about how the northern station area development will change and how it will impact the economy of Seoul overall. Let's keep an eye on that transformation together. We'll wrap up today's video here. Let's keep an eye on that process of change together. I'll wrap up today's video here. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Everyone. Thank you.